33-year Ramadan cycle. Ramadan begins 10 to 12 days earlier each year. This is because the Islamic calendar is based on the lunar Hijri calendar with months that are 29 to 30 days long. The next time Ramadan will start after April 2nd will be about 33 years from now, or the year 2055. Start of Ramadan. In 2022 Ramadan will starts on 2nd of April. In 2023 Ramadan will starts on 24th of March. In 2024 Ramadan will starts on 12th of March. In 2025 Ramadan will starts on 2nd of March. In 2026 Ramadan will starts on 19th of February. In 2027 Ramadan will starts on 9th of February. In 2028 Ramadan will starts on 29th of January. In 2029 Ramadan will starts on 17th of January. Ramadan will be observed twice in the year 2030. In 2030 Ramadan will starts on 6th of January. In 2030 Ramadan will starts on 27th of December. In 2031 Ramadan will starts on 16th of December. Shortest fasting hours in Northern Hemisphere, longest in Southern Hemisphere. In 2032 Ramadan will starts on 5th of December. In 2033 Ramadan will starts on 24th of November. In 2034 Ramadan will starts on 13th of November. In 2035 Ramadan will starts on 2nd of November. In 2036 Ramadan will starts on 21st of October. In 2037 Ramadan will starts on 11th of October. In 2038 Ramadan will starts on the 1st of October. In 2039 Ramadan will starts on the 20th of September. In 2040 Ramadan will starts on the 8th of September. In 2041 Ramadan will starts on 29th of August. In 2042 Ramadan will starts on 18th of August. In 2043 Ramadan will starts on 7th of August. In 2044 Ramadan will starts on 27th of July. In 2045 Ramadan will starts on 16th of July. In 2046 Ramadan will starts on 6th of July. In 2047 Ramadan will starts on 25th of June. Longest fasting hours in Northern Hemisphere, shortest in Southern Hemisphere. In 2048 Ramadan will starts on 13th of June. In 2049 Ramadan will starts on the 3rd of June. In 2050 Ramadan will starts on 23rd of May. In 2051 Ramadan will starts on the 12th of May. In 2052 Ramadan will starts on the 1st of May. In 2053 Ramadan will starts on the 21st of April. Courtesy by Al Jazeera.